week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Steelers and the reigning Super Bowl champs. All that and more coming up next.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a good matchup here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Detroit Lions. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
He finds his man, complete. That's Oliver. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. So they get the completion. That's good. But, Charles, probably not good to get hit on the first play of the game.
No coaching staff ever wants their quarterback hit on any passing play, especially to start the game. What you're hoping is you have one of those tough guys back there that sometimes when they get hit early, gets the juices flowing, and they get right into the game.
And he'll be out right at the 35. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On 1st down, Jennings. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw on 2nd down, Jennings. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On the run, it's Oliver. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Jennings. Hard throw, incomplete. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Now listen, no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Holding, offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he'll work free for 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. On 1st and 10, Jennings. Looking downfield for Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield. Broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Throwing on 1st down. Jennings. Campbell making the catch. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Out of bounds, that is on 49-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. They run it here with Oliver. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jennings. And that nearly intercepted. And the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Claypool with another catch. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. Herbert just beat the play clock. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. Shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
And that's what defensive coaches preach, swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now it's Herbert. He finds Watson. It's caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. That is caught at the 7-yard line. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Here's Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So here come the Lions now. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story.
So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, the preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress, trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On first down, Jennings. Throw left side, complete. That's Campbell. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Jennings. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there at 22. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hitting this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And in for the Lions touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have regained the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass. So whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Try to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right at the 35. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Jennings. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete there to Johnson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. Taken down at the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Herbert now. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll try the right side with Harris. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this one is incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Herbert. He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt run was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. To throw on second down. Jennings. Catch made here by Campbell. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. Here's a carry for Oliver. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
They hand this off to Harris. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run again with Harris. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
On first down, it's Herbert. And his throw here is incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. On 3rd down, it's Miles. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Steelers.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Herbert. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys have now moved out in front. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jennings. And this one too low. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This is Swift on the counter. They find some open field here. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. To throw again. Jennings. And he comes back with one complete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason. They'd left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Steelers in that first half. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that is incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now a play fake. Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on the first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On first down, Carr. Campbell making the catch. 2nd down and 4.
Complete to number 85. A 6-yard pickup.
Now Carr again.
And this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
So the completion gets him just a yard. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
The Steelers
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Miles. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Peterson.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Off the play fake. Peterson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10. Back to throw. Peterson steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a give right side. It's Miles. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's certainly a lot of quality receivers on this team, so he's no lock to make this squad. But the way he's got to do it, make every routine catch that comes his way, and mix in some of the big-time ones like the one we just saw there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now Peterson to throw on 2nd down. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. From 3 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So out now come the Lions. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Here's Carr to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Garner. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And they will take over 1st and 10. Peterson throwing to start the drive. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
Up the middle they go. It's Miles, and he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Looking to throw. Peterson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Peterson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Complete to number 82.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Barber. Taken down at the 30. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Peterson. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Peterson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lawson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Peterson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Peterson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Detroit's offense ready to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Again, it's Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Campbell. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and fight for it here with Campbell. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 51 yards. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Peterson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Peterson. He's going to air one out. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. To throw is Peterson. Off play action. And incomplete on the deep ball.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And Detroit getting set to go now. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Carr now on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Carr on the bootleg. Throw left side complete. That's Campbell. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and
They'll run up the middle with Campbell. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they block well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Garner. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
Number 87. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. To throw, it's Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
52-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3, but I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually. About picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Looking sideline, incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Miles. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Miles. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. This ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we could hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
mellow, he ain't never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records, yeah. Used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the